Okay. Share. Host. Host. Okay, let's play. Hi all, I'm Game 164, and welcome back to Pokemon Legends of Arceus. You wanna be mom? You wanna go out? Okay. Go. Hopefully you didn't hear my mom TV. Wait. But yeah, last time we landed in the world. We landed in the mysterious region known as Hisui. Dude, that seemed to be far in the past. Yes, we got a starter Pokemon Mystiquil. Our starter Pokemon Mystiquil, we attempted to sequence break the game. And yeah. And we defeated our first Alpha Pokemon. Today we're gonna continue. And hopefully beat the first area today. I just need one more moment to get stuff a little bit more ready. Ready, I gotta get Twitch open so I can see the chats. Okay, that looks good. Hi in Twitch chat. Okay, see. I did not want to click on that. What you do? Uh. Oh no! What happened? Oh wait. Okay, good. Good. I had a sound effect from my headphones. Wait for a second. See chat pop up in my chat. Like which chat? Okay, now I see it for that. Well, keep an eye on YouTube chat. Yes, chat because I want the screen to be like this so I can use it as B-roll for Win Pokemon. Anyway, there you are. Let's head to headquarters. All right. Look who's being punchy. Puntio? I don't know. Finally realized that you're wasting Almighty Sinnoh's precious time by blowing into a sham. Hey, these two. There you go again. Insisting on your false image of the Almighty Sinnoh, the ruler of time. My people follow the true Almighty Sinnoh, the font of all creation and ruler of space. How could you space there and still not know what to do with it? Excuse me? Are you really suggesting that you make better use of your time than we make of the vast space? You show up time, almighty leader of the Pearl Clan. I'm worried you get lost in the pointlessly vast space you're so fond of and never show up. Me get lost in the Almighty Sinnoh's great gift of Pokemon? And in all worlds very biased? You wish. I wish I hadn't let myself dragged into arguing with you. Almighty Sinnoh, forgive me. Commander's office. Was you who started this? No two are gonna have. No two are no two are gonna have. No two are gonna have kids. You know, you can feel the tension when those two show up. You haven't met them, have you? The woman with the relevance? With the the person that likes space is Irida, the leader of the Pearl Clan. And the man who's going on and on about time is Adam. Is Adaman. 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 It's that. I need to have the microphone audio be lower so I can actually see and make sure I can actually see the. Yep. They grudgingly coexist at the moment. Apparently, things need to be less peaceful. Wouldn't it be begrudgingly? But the boss, I mean the commander. Why does this keep happening? Hello? Hello? That is the fourth time my headphones have gone off. What's on here? Hello? Hello? My gosh. Let me like turn them off and on real quick. Hello? 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 Okay, hopefully they're fine. Last I checked, they were at like 80 something power. Make sure I charge them out the stream. Anyway, can I talk to you? Oh, yes. Yes, you're a clothing store. So here we can buy a bunch of different. You can buy a bunch of different outfits. Although I like the outfit choices in this game, they're all pretty unique, but I really dislike the overall what's the word? The UI of it all. With you having like all the different, like having all the colors out like this, it's really, really. Dad, what's going on over here? So, alright, if a Pokemon's find me, I'll fling it on bed. While distracted. With a stick to the plan, I'll be fine. Survey Corps boy. I was heading out to the Fieldlands to go gather tumblestones, but I haven't gotten as many orange as I'd like. Are you familiar with orange? They restore some HP to a Pokemon that eats them, so as you might imagine, the Pokemon tend to be very interested in them. You see where I'm going with this? The glowing orange berries is a great way to distract and avoid wild Pokemon. But never mind, can you gather me 5 orange berries? Yeah, do I have 5 on me? Hello? Hello? Oh my gosh. Hmm. I need a second. I hate having to do this, but I need a moment.
Mic off. Charging battery. Mic on.
Okay, hello? Hello? Okay, this, yeah, this is not gonna be annoying at all.
Charging battery.
Okay. Thinking maybe if I have the charger on, maybe it will help, but the way plugs in my Switch. Okay. Yeah, plug this into here, into my Switch dock.
Charging battery.
Okay, so it should be charging. And hopefully if there is any problem, there won't be any problem. Okay. Record. You know what? I'll just go to the normal. Here we go. Okay. Okay, I got some water. Now on with the show. On the show. So I'm just really worried my headphones. Ever since I did, uh, back during back during the early days of my streaming, I tried to do a challenge one of Smash Bros. Ultimate, where I had to beat the game without attacking. I still really want to do that challenge again, so definitely one day when I can have an audience that can like call me out in case I mess up. But overall, but during one of those streams, my headphones died like right at the beginning of it, and I didn't realize until a friend popped in and said something about it. And about so I'm a little paranoid about that happening again. Oh, you want big boys though, don't you? Katie, can you find a Pokemon the same species? Can Pokemon of the same species really come in different sizes? I know the professor said they do, but I'll have a hard time believing it unless I see a different size. I see a different sized one lined up side by side. If they're really all bigger Buizel than mine, I'd love to see them alongside the one I have. Okay, I'm gonna have my main. I'm gonna have like my phone be on Twitch. Give me a view there, and I'll just also watch. Yeah, okay. Yeah, And you're natural when it comes to catching Pokemon, right? I bet you see where I'm going with this. If you catch a Weasel that's big, catch a bigger Weasel than mine, would you let me have it? I'd make it worth your while. Yeah, so we have multiple different quests about catching Pokemon and then giving them and handing them over to people, which is overall just a really cool idea. Yeah, and if they remain shiny, and if the Pokemon is shiny, they will actually remain shiny when you like come back and check on them. That was a cool idea. Listen here, Silver Corpse Kid. I saw the darnest thing. When I was scouring, the hardwood for the heartwood for a corpse, we could go in the fields here. I saw it. This Pokemon called Cherum changed its appearance before my very eyes. It was in the evening. The light was dim, and all of a sudden, Cherum's petals closed right up. Well, it looked nothing like but a little flower bud. Wow, I thought I should witness the miracle of evolution. But the next morning, when I went to go check on the Cherum, it was right back in full bloom. But why would it bloom just to close back up? Is that how evolution works, was I, or was the change I saw something different? When you finish Cheum's Pokedex entry, let me have a look, would you? All right, and that is honestly probably gonna take a while because Cheum is a stupidly hard Pokemon to find in this game. I did a little bit more for Harvest, all right. Like seriously, if seriously for the most part, when you play this game, if you have like one Pokemon left remaining, it's going to be a Cheum. Yeah, what I really like about this game is the ability to it throw out your Pokemon like that. Though I wish they would walk. Though I wish they would walk around. Well, like they do it. Yeah, they would walk around. Well, so like you can pull out your entire team and just go for a walk. Walk with them. That would be really cool. Would have been really cool. Anyway, enough dawdling around accepting side quests. Let's head inside and accept more side quests. The blackboard with some requests posted. There's some requests posted on the blackboard. Which one will you check? All of them. But the bothersome Bidoof. Comparing the bothersome Bidoof keeps sneaking into the village and causing trouble. Talk to Toonsagi, Tsumagi, uh, yeah, Tsumagi from the security corps and see if you can get things in order. And playing with Drifloon. It seems several people have spotted a Drifloon playing with one of the village's children. Mickey from the security corps can tell you more. Speak with her and get to the bottom of this. Sounds good, and doesn't look like there's anything below us. But we do want to talk to this guy, Baggin. No, we don't. Okay, but we do want to talk to him. Just again, not right now, I guess. And you want a Geodude? I think it would be interesting if I actually do like try to find shiny Pokemon that fit the solve those requests specifically. The one that actual specific Pokemon. Pokemon. Like when I think I'll save those for later specifically, like this one for the Geodude, this for the Weasel, and the Wimple. Especially if the like reward isn't that important. But you can see down there in the corner the variety of different rewards you can get. Overall, none of them are that important, at least right now. Well, except for this one, which will give you a new crafting recipe. definitely recommend trying for that one. But until then, hello,
Charging battery.
hello. Yeah, that's weird. Like,
Charging battery.
okay, fine. Okay, fine. I won't lay down. I'll continue setting up. Sinnoh, Sinnoh, but look at the mess he's causing. We can't sit back and let him go wage on. You do got the right point, Adam. Time wasted. Time wasted is lost. Well, tell me, what would you have us do? Trouble with the purchased Lord of the Pearl clan, is he not? That's the point. My clan can't intervene directly where a Lord of the Pearl clan, where the Lord of the Pearl clan is concerned. If many people were to do, if my people were to do something, our two clans might end up back at each other's throats, just like we used to be. But even folk of the Galaxy team must have wounded, must, must have been wounded, haven't they? It seems someone's got to do something here. And who then? And who would the Diamond Clan and the Pearl Clan bring down one of its own? Or no honored nobles? I don't believe I said that, though it maybe. Might as well said it, you fool. Look, we don't even know what drove Lord Kevlar into such a violent frenzy. I'd like to know that. I'd like to know that myself. This is the first as far as my clan knows about it. Closed. I'd like to know that myself. This is a first as far as my clan knows too. I see you arrived. This is K. This is K, the newest member of our survey corps. Aha, I hear from Ma you've earned Weirdier's favor. Good to finally meet you. Meet you, stranger from the west. From the west. I'm Adam. I am Adam, leader of the Diamond Clan. If you want to be formal. But that's a mouthful, so just call me Adam. If you came from beyond the space time width, you could be from the space where our many sinners said to reside. I am Irida, leader of the Pearl Clan. Caution and foresight are my watchwords, which is why I have trouble believing such a tale. Did you really pass through that width? I have a proposition. Why not send this one to study Clever before deciding what must be done?
Mic off. Mic on.
You send a stranger who supposedly fell from the rift to study Kevlar? Kevlar? What, this newcomer with no experience? Hey, I've been in a Pokemon League or two in my life. What's a Pokemon League? Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Pass. That little from with no experience. Being a good leader isn't a matter of time, it's a matter of embracing a series vastness without fear. Well then, there you have it. If how new you are doesn't matter, then let's give this kid a chance. I'm sold, Commander. Let's try this your way. This should be fun. I get to see how good you Galactic folk really are, with all your weird ways of putting Pokemon to the strange balls and what have you. That whole practice bothers me. How many Sinnoh made Hisui so bad so Pokemon can live freely throughout? We're meant to stand alongside Pokemon, not count ourselves above them. We don't need Pokeballs from a desire to control our Pokemon. It's only so that we can live together. Allow it to show you what we can do. This is your mission now, okay? I order you to study clever and help us find the truth to this situation. You got it. Remember that you are a stranger who appeared one day out of the vast sky above us. People are naturally suspicious of your presence here. If you want to be fully accepted and trusted, you must work hard. Work yourself to the very bone. All right. Well, that's settled, and there's no time like the present. The Lord of the Woods, Clevelaw, is descended from a Pokemon that was blessed by the Almighty Sinner's own power. No other Pokemon you've yet encountered can compare to his strength. Be warned. Listen to me. The Galaxy Expedition Team has come to the Hisui region as a group of outsiders. Some might even call us interlopers. We mustn't do anything to threaten the relations with the Diamond and Pearl clans, understand? Join me downstairs, okay? I will cover the details of this new mission. Alright. Alright, so we got our new mission. We have to calm the raging Kevlar. Kevlar. Cleaver. Ah, good. You're already here. Was 11:10? The briefing, if you please. Let's get right to it, Kay. Right to it. So, Kay, I understand you have been requested to find out the cause of Kevlar's frenzied state. Right. But as you're aware by now, Kevlar is a mighty thing, not invincible even. The security corps tried throwing Pokeballs at Kevlar when they were attacked, but I'm afraid they didn't even come close to catching him. It seems he is a far thicker opponent than even those aggressive species of Pokemon that cannot be caught outside of battle. They cannot be caught outside of battle once they're wild. I'd like to be perfectly clear on this point. This mission will put you in extreme danger. Do you believe you can handle it? Of course. Very well. Then let us go over the particulars. The Diamond Clan and the Pearl Clan revere their nobles because they believe these Pokemon serve their almighty Sinnoh. They leave offerings to express their gratitude to these Pokemon in the locations they call noble seats. So perhaps a good starting point for research could be to find out what sorts of offerings they normally leave for this level. Okay, we need to speak with you. Listen, that wolf in space-time seems like it connects our world to a whole other world. That world might be where the Almighty Sinnoh itself resides. The true Almighty Sinnoh, that is. The one that rules over time. So if you fell through the space-time rift, that might mean you traveled through time, but the Almighty Sinnoh's own power. Think of it, you must have been just swimming in its divine might. Oh, one sec.
Mic off.
Sorry about that. Well, I've got a favor to ask you, oh amazing time traveler. Don't just study Kevlar. Well, it's fun. Well, it's funsy. Well, you certainly got us at a good time, young Adam. We were just discussing the next steps with regards to this whole Kevlar situation. Oh, you must be the Galaxy Team Scholar. Scholar I've heard so much about. Good to meet you, Mr. Professor. Share some of that knowledge with me sometime. Now, let me elaborate a little. Those Falkland types have a lot of respect for the for, for Cleavor. Cleavor. I don't know why I keep calling him Kevlar like it's made of Kevlar. About Cleavor. You've heard his title, Lord of the Woods. But I'm sure they'll rather get this under control too. But it's hard for them to come right out and act. Those of the Galaxy team. Of all people for help. I completely. Out.
Charging battery.
God dang it, how long was I out? Oh well. A Pokemon dear to us is off in the mountains, has flown into the same type of frenzy as Cleavor. Now, there's certainly bad blood between us and the Pearl Clan, but still, we've got to share a Siri, and that means ought to tackle our problem together.
Mic off. Mic on.
I think let me not do it serious real quick.
Mic off. Mic on.
I didn't realize you guys could hear the mic off, mic ons. So I'm sorry about that. I turned it off when I was gonna like burp or sneeze or anything like that. Anyway, but there aren't many capabilities. But there aren't many capable of standing up to such a powerful Pokemon. You're the best hope we got. You'll find Clever at the Grand Tree Arena. That's in the very heart of the Hot Woods. His warden is a boy named Leon. Leon is a brilliant child, but is also a bit, well, sometimes brainless can be blinding. Sometimes brilliance can be blinding, you know? He'll tell you about his beloved Clever and whatever you, whatever, if you help him or not. Anyway, I'm sure you're up to the challenge, so we'll be counting on you. See you later. A lot of cutscenes. He suddenly left quickly once he's finished talking. I suppose he really values his time. Adamant and Mai weren't wrong, you know. If you were to study, perhaps even quell Kevlar, your best strategy is to start by visiting his abode. Audio Heights Clap would be a handy place for setting towards Grand Tree Arena. You should stop by the patches too. You'll want to choose the best Pokemon to bring. Alright. Right, yeah, that was a very lengthy intro. Hey, back in. That was a very lengthy intro, so I do with all my technical problems. But yeah, now we can talk to Baggin. I definitely recommend spending your money on him to start out with. If you can, it will upgrade your satchel several times, going up by getting slightly more and more expensive. Right now, they're looking like spam blue. Yeah. Banana. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to full screen recording. But now that we're done with the now that we're done for the cutscenes. Say, I think I got follow-up, but I'm not quite sure what's going on. And oh, well, out of money. Okay. Alright, but I do have a follower goal up there. I do have a follower goal where if I reach 150 followers, I'll play Mega Man and Base as Mega Man once we reach there in the Mega Man Legacy Marathon. Legacy Marathon, which is going to be a very hard time. Speaking of which, I'll go back playing Mega Man next week. But today I just kind of want to chill But today I just want to chill and focus on. I don't want to chill and not play a game that's like hair-pullingly hard, something like that, anything like that. Yeah, we can release Pokemon. Do I get anything for releasing Pokemon yet? I don't know. I don't know. No, it doesn't look like it. I would recommend just just keep your Pokemon in the box for right now. Eventually, I'll have a good reason to start releasing them. I would also recommend trying to make a living dex, which is what I'm gonna do for the fun. How's things going, my good friend? Follow. I certainly hope you've been putting that secret backstrike technique I taught you to good use. Either way, here, have some super potions here. Have some super potions here just for you. I would think nothing of it. Having a silver corpse out and studying Pokemon is great. Great for business, you know. Supporting you now is not the investment in my own fortunes. Taking 3 super potions. They are 100 HP in this game. And now I'm at the part there are ruins that are just calling to me. Alright, let's head back to the Obsidian Fiddlands. And finally get to play the game and not just read. I do like the game. I do like this game's story. It doesn't feel like it doesn't feel intrusive or anything. It doesn't feel intrusive or anything, and yeah, it's RPG. It's gonna have moments where it just talks. So yeah, now if we go over here, we get a great look of the land. Look at the land, along with the main, our main objective, that big tree, right over there in the distance. It's so funny. It's so funny. I played Dragon Quest. So funny. On birthday, we played Dragon Quest 4, Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined, and then now going back to this. Like, this game looked better. But like at the end of the day, gameplay is always more important than graphics. At least for me. At least for me, but I feel like the game should still be genuinely on par. Be generally on par with the rest of its kin. Again, like if I'm playing a first-party Nintendo game, I would expect it to look like a first-party Nintendo game. In a game, it's good with second party. Like, well, I mean, there's a Pokemon. It should be a lot better. Should be a lot better than this. Hey, this game still overall, but overall, when you're up close, this game does look a lot better. It's more like when you like far out into the distance is when this game really shows its flaws. There's a lot of dudes over here, and we don't really got a way to deal with them. That leads back down the mountain, so probably best to wind this way. Honestly, I forgot we still do not get white Pokemon yet. And yet I thought we would have gotten it by now. But now we got to wait a little bit longer. There we got. Then we have Stalwavia. Didn't want to. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. I'll fight the Starly. Not Stalwavia. I was aiming at. Thunder shot. Go. Go. Pokeball. Yeah. Whenever you're battling in exchange for not being able to backstrike or for the Pokemon yourself, it's well a traditional capture style. Nah, Thunder shock. Yeah. Oh, Cricket. Nice. Like quick clap. Ooh, and a Pichu. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's something I really missed about. Oh, that's something I really missed in ZA. Just being super excited, traveling across this world, and cap finding new Pokemon to capture. This game really made capturing so much fun. Oh, and there's a Pikachu too I can capture as well. Okay. Yeah. And with that information, we should definitely take our time and just overall keep feeding the Pichus. And the Crickets, apparently. Ah, damn. Why are you not aiming at the Pikachu? Game Pikachu? Pikachu! Thank you. Oh my gosh. And one more. Okay, I got the Pichu at least. Whoa. Right. Actually, that's probably a bit of overkill. Actually, now that I think about it. No, it's fine. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Fail. Excuse me. Yeah, running around Pokeballs. But I can't wait to get like more Great Balls and Ultra Balls. Just definitely wanted. When when I was younger, especially in the earlier games, I always kept like a pretty big stockpile of Pokeballs on me, because you never know like when you're gonna find something rare, like shiny. I don't think I ever missed a shiny, at least back then. But just the chance of it happening, or the chance of me finding a rare Pokemon. But when that's probably what happened. I found a new Pokemon that I wanted to catch, but I didn't have any Pokeballs on me, so I always carried at least 99 of them. Yeah. But in this game, I would definitely recommend maxing out on Ultra Balls once you can. Quick it in. Look at that. Gonna get the other one? Thank you. There you go. Go. In the corner, it will tell you once you've fed them enough. I think I feed them like 12 times, I bet. I could just check Pokedex. What am I thinking? Okay, yeah, okay, we gave them enough food. Now we need to catch them. All right, and we can evolve one. What about Anastarly? Might as well evolve them real quick. But I take a sip of this tasty water. Water, it's good for your spleen. I love how just over the top this animation is. It is but it with like the dark silhouette and glowing eyes. It's so cool. Am I connected to the internet? Yeah, should be. Yeah, it should be. Here's the new feature: Locked and Found. Found a variety of different satchels you can find across the world of other players who have actually died in combat. If you collect the satchels, you'll get some items and MP. Oh yeah, I remember trying my best to figure out like how do I catch a Pokemon in the water when I can't swim. Mm. Speaking, I can't swim, and can I am I stuck here? Nope. Wind out. Cannonball! Help me, Magico! Help me! Okay, now I'm back up here. Yeah, that's fine. We got Nostalgia. Nope, I want the tree. And I also know around here we have some fairly infamous Pokemon. Pokemon for being a problem, especially for new players. Oh, yeah. And sadly, they're not you, Cricketot. Good, keep running away. There they are. Flippin' Paris. One thing I really like about these games is that since the gameplay style is very different, it gives a chance for more underrated and underpowered Pokemon to thrive in this new scenario. In the Mystery Dungeon series, like how in the Mystery Dungeon series, a Pokemon like Skitty is quite literally one of the best starter Pokemon you can choose because of its ability to use multi-hit moves. Both things you probably wouldn't use that often in the main game. Or at least not to as as well as an effect. Oh. Well, Parrot specifically, I don't think I'm not sure if they're any better in this game compared to the main series, but they're very aggressive and can be annoying to deal with, especially if you don't have a fire type. Yeah. Well, fire or flying, because yeah, they're both. Yeah, because since they're grass bug type, they're 4 times weak to fire and 4 times weak to flying. Also, funny enough, also speaking of flying types, what? It's kind of funny that we're not actually using my 2 favorite Pokemon in this playthrough, being Torterra after those lines. Despite there being both in this game. And I love them, I just don't. I love them, I just always like to use new Pokemon whenever I travel through a new region. Since I decided not to use them. Maybe if I play through the game again on my personal time, I will. I will get them a go. I probably will. Actually, no, maybe I will later for some post game shenanigans. And there we have the elusive Alpha Parasect. And by elusive, I mean it's mostly always spawns there and is definitely a thing you want to avoid. But after I checked the level caps, and the level cap is 20 for the first Titan. I wonder when the space time rift opens up. No, but that's another mechanic that I find very interesting, especially as a way to especially as a way to bring in newer Pokemon that should technically not exist yet. Okay, good job though, Avia. Maybe I'll see you at the base. Yeah, it might take you a while to find a Cherubi. I just recommend going through every single tree you can find, and always throwing something at it. But the time will be a Burmy, but you never know. I have a Burmy. I don't think so. Hmm. Yeah, let me look it up real quick. FaceTime. Not how you spell it. Okay, looking it up on my laptop. I thought go Pichu. Oh, well, actually. FaceTime with. And Katya. Now we need to do that, which I think we also need to capture. I have Hypnosis. Sleep works very differently in this. Sleep along with Frozen works very differently in this game. Then we are drowsy, where we have a chance to not. But whenever we attack it. Okay. No, I don't mean like when they. when they spawn. I mean, like, when do we unlock them? Do they unlock? Mission 18. So, okay, so we gotta defeat Kevlar, Cleaver. Okay, so we gotta defeat Cleaver if we wanna get this right time with. So we won't be getting our second. Won't be getting that member of the team yet. But will we getting any member? Let me check. Let me double check. Like, no, all of these guys are available in the post game. Well, not post game. I mean, post area 1. All right. So I did read, yeah, that doesn't tell you if you captured a Pokemon, at least not just by looking at them like this. Yeah, good job, Mr. Quill. Almost. Oh, I was about to say you can almost evolve, but no, you can't now. Now let's get you up there. Bum 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 na na. Now say hello to Quilava. Also Luxio, why not? One thing I kind of wish they did in this game is have it so like even the secondary forms had the type change. So, like the first form, so like the starter forms were the same as they normally are, but once they with the second form, they start changing. And I think that would have been a nice addition. And there's an alpha quick tune. Shouldn't be that much of a problem. Hmm. 17. I think we'll be fine. Fine. You know what, yeah, let's head. You know what, yeah, let's head towards. Let's head towards our goal instead of away from it. Since we don't have a since we don't have a Pokemon that can cross this water, all we can do is head toward this dam right by the Bidooft. That dam. I like that the backstrike even works when it's a when it's an encounter. So like, you know, say for a Pokeball, so when you throw a Pokeball, it makes it so the battle is easier. But if you throw a Pokeball, it makes it so capture is easier. But if you throw a Pokemon, it makes it so it makes the beginning of the battle easier, which is really cool. Speaking of cool, Babels! I mean, I like Babels, the perfect day jump slave Pokemon. At least personally, I'm not doing not using like HM slaves anymore. I like the idea of having of like dealing with them by just putting them on my main team. So unless I like for whatever reason don't have a Pokemon that can use Surf. Surf I don't catch HM slaves anymore. When I play a more traditional Pokemon game. And which is honestly been a lot of fun, especially going through like Pokemon Black and White. But I think that would be interesting, getting a And that would be like an interesting mod. Well, not really a mod, but the thing is, in Pokemon Black and White and Black and White 2, there is nothing stopping you from using it. Oh, whoa, wait. That's a female. That's a female. Come on. Come on. No, come on. Yeah! Yeah, we got a female Combi. First Combi we've seen. You saw it. It was a girl. That's awesome. Awesome. If you don't know, Combi is a Pokemon that evolves differently depending on its gender. That evolves and looks differently depending on its gender. If it's a male, it just stays a very weak Pokemon with only like 3 moves for its entire life. But as a female, it evolves into Vespiquen, which is a pretty decent Pokemon. It's a pretty decent Pokemon, and I remember really enjoying using one when I went through Sinnoh one time. The main downside is that the female is like, I think it's like starter Pokemon where as like it's as rare to get a it's as rare to get a female starter Pokemon as it is to get a female Combi. But in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, the only way to get a Combi is to use the honey trees, which is a whole another can of worms I'm happy we don't have to deal with in this game. By the way, what am I saying? We do have to deal with it. It's called Chawubi. Basically, imagine having to hunt Pokemon in the shaking trees, but they only shake every like 6 real world hours. That's how the honey trees worked. Anyway, here we have a mossy walk. This I 7. And here we have a mossy rock. This can be utilized to evolve Eevee into. If you level up an Eevee here, it will evolve into a Leafeon. Leafeon, which I find pretty cool. I bet they're a lot better in this game with how everything works. But unfortunately, they do have a pretty high speed stat. Oh yeah, and also I remember. Yeah, also I remember there's something I didn't actually notice for a good while on my first playthrough because I was just so used to it. Pokemon do not have abilities in this game. We have IVs and EVs, natures, but no abilities, which I found well, which I was really excited with for one particular Pokemon. But sadly, but actually, there is actually one abilities, but 2 abilities still in this game. Yeah, yeah. Any Pokemon who's, well, I guess 4. Okay, so yeah, basically any Pokemon whose ability is directly tied to how they function in universe is still in the game. So we got Cherubi. That's Cherubi, who still has his ability to go from the day to night form. We have Arceus, who of course will still have the ability to change its plates. And most disappointingly, we have Regigigas, who is in this game and has the ability slow start. This was what game. The one time they could have made Regigigas useful. There's not even a competitive scene here. It's just like the one time we could have actually used him correctly, but no. Mm. No, poor Regigigas. Little Leader of the wedgies, and yet the worst of all of them. One. At the end, I think it's probably one thing I should do. Max out Wimple's thing, especially if I want to shiny hunt it, because that will give me the best odds without the shiny charm. Yeah, I gotta do a lot. But I'll probably put some Wimples in my party after this upcoming cutscene. Yay! Got a drowning Baneri. You okay? Is that Baneri okay? Is she? Are they trying to become a water type? Remind me of that. Remind me of that one Diglett I found while playing Scarlet and Violet. I wonder if I can find the image. Oh, that's Psyduck. They don't get why you're not psychic type. Or at least that vault form. Anyway, here we are. We got the little statues here, which kind of remind me of substitute those. I was kind of loving Ditto Ants. Just a little bit. Oh, your clay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Your clay's ancestor. A lot of clay love in these last few games. I'm Leon, Leon of the Pearl Clan, warden to the Kevlar, to the Cleavor Lord of the Woods. You're tiny. And you? I've already just deduced that you're here to meet. That you've come to meet Cleavor, not Kevlar, Cleavor. It's an L in it. I'm right, aren't I? Of course I am. I can see it so clearly. After all, the powerfully awesome Cleavor has become even more awesomely powerful. Perhaps that strange lightning the other day was the Almighty Sinnoh's divine power. I think it actually is. But whatever it is, it struck my lord and left him imbued with an awesome might. So I must turn you away, even if it pains me. It's too dangerous for you to meet Cleavor right now. Well, that's it then. What? Truly? You mean simply to give up? Is it your passion? Is it your passion to for? Give me a sec. My dog wants to come in now. Hello, 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 and want to come up here? No, you want to go outside? Okay. If I cleaned up the yard today. Pretty much my day has all it's been to like clean up the yard, nap, and here I am. But well, I'm afraid your passion. Oh, I'm afraid your passion is not the real. Passion is not the real issue here. I've been told in no uncertain terms that by Irida, I by Irida, that I am to let no one near Clevo. I will fetch you myself if you insist. If you want to avoid battle, withdraw for now. Well, while you still can, or face the wrath of my Gumi. Let me come back. Let me come back. I need that. Instead of some. Oh, I can't. I can't walk back here, can I? Oh well, I have to make a beeline over here. Yeah, but to do a quick quest. I have got to craft heavy bows. They the way these work is that they fly that they do not fly far at all. They are only some of the some of the hardest Pokemon to utilize. Utilize them. Look at this. Yeah, it's nothing. Nothing. And the best for like when you're sneaking up very close to your Pokemon and like hitting them in the back. Okay, I think we got this. Okay, guys, I think we got this. We got Mythical, we got Wimple, and Wimple. Yeah, yeah, they're incredibly close range. Basically treat them more like a close range weapon than actual. I was not thinking. Treat them more as a close range option than as an actual Pokeball. Oh wait, I had some of that good. Oh, I gotta beat that. Okay, so grit dust. These can be used to move stats. Stats. Think of them as like what are basically the same as the items for as candies from Pokemon Let's Go. Let's go. We don't have the ability to now, but eventually we'll be able to release Pokemon like mass release Pokemon, and whenever you release a lot of them, they will give you some of those stats or the better equivalents of it. And that's the main reason why you want to catch Pokemon in this game is so you can get more dirt and then power up your teammates. Mm-hmm. And my mouth feels dry today. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's make a get back to where we were as fast as we can. Can't wait to unlock weird deer so we can go faster. Oh, we got Firestone. I just saw that. We need that to evolve an EV into a Flareon. Which again, with how different these games are, like with these games, not just the gameplay, but like the overall move sets, what moves are good and what moves are bad. It's very different. So it's honestly really so I would recommend trying to use Pokemon that you've never really thought of before. Well, kind of like doing a Nuzlocke. Nuzlocke, though Nuzlocke in this game in particular, well, all the open world games in particular are very confusing. Very confusing with how encounters work. Well, personally, I like the idea of just first Pokemon, either first Pokemon you see in the world, or in like ZA, they pick a random Pokemon from each of the zones. Okay, guess we're fine. You asked for this. Playing weird. Yeah. Oh wait, with my level just barely under the limit. Let's go fight a Gumi. Is it the earliest point? Is it the earliest point in any Pokemon game where you face off a Dragon type? Face off against a Dragon type? I mean, not like it's a gym or anything. It's just a single Gumi, but still. But still, I like the idea of having a Dragon type gym be the first. Like if I made my own Pokemon game, I would definitely have that as a strong contender. And to give them like a Bagon, and a Gumi as the first Pokemon, or maybe something that then that'll be a bit more even. And I had to think about it. Basically, it would be a Pokemon that can. Basically, I would give them Pokemon that can be a decent challenge against all of them. All the starters. They're probably not Gumi since, well, this Gumi, kicking my, just popping my bubbles. Okay, one more hit and we should be able to do it. But one more hit did us in. Well. Let's go! We're for number 4. Poison sting. Awesome. And they can all evolve. Nice. How can this be? I may have been defeated, but my point still stands. It's too dangerous to be Clevo now. The only welcome you'll get if you approach him is simply try to make him an offering. A nice helping of his 2 favorite foods, served up with respect by his loyal warden. That's me, of course. It is, of course, is usually enough to please him and soothe the quickliest of moves. Even I, his loyal warden, can't get close enough to give any of my offerings now. Not with the way Clevos is rampaging and running amok. There's nothing that an outsider like you can do. The ancestors of Clevo and Wheeldeer and their cohorts grew under Almighty Sinner's own power to protect Pokemon and people alike, so it's said. It's by their grace our clan that any of us still live in the vast Hisui today. Hey Rita, what are you doing here? As you say, Clevo grown even stronger, but I'm afraid that strength poses a problem for us. If he was indeed struck by that lightning, could the bolts have been sent by the false Sinnoh that the Diamond Clan bows to? Clevo means so much to our clan. I'd hope we could bring this situation under control ourselves, not to throw our hands up and act some outsider for help. But we must save Clevo from this frenzy. Every moment is continued, the danger grows. If more people and Pokemon are attacked, it will lead to conflict with both the Diamond Clan and the Galaxy Team. You, stranger from beyond the sky, tell me, could your Galaxy people actually fix all this? Terrible THs. Could an outsider really find a way to quell our Lord's frenzy? I'm sure we'll figure something out. Very well. Leon and I will get our foods. We'll get our food to that police Cleaver and hope that we might be able to get close enough to make him a proper offering. As for you, find a way to quell his frenzy, even if you must search every corner of the vast suit. Arceus. Mysterious power now enable you to return to base camps in an instant. Yay, fast travel! Even though we could always. So yeah, now we just yeah. So now there's not much else we can do other than head back to the Diamond Clan. Head back home. Oh, good to see you, Kay. And how's the research in the Kevlar going? Swimmingly, I expect. Oh, is that so? Well, that's quite a tidbit. So some of his favorite foods would normally make Clevo quite agreeable. Is that it? Uh, I still need to. I still need to notice over back at the laboratory. You should come too, Dibble. Not. Well, it's fine. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, good. So according to the information you were able to learn from Irida and Leon of the Pearl Clan, were this the normal course of events that frenzied Cleaver would be calmed by a nice serving of his two favorite foods. I do wonder, is it possible that the aroma or some other components of these foods might combine in a way to not only calm Cleaver but draw him back from this frenzy? But by your own report, even Clevel's warden, who looks at the Clevel and knows well, cannot approach him in this current state. It would be a fool's gambit to get close enough to offer him food. Give me a moment, if you would. I need some time to ponder this. There ought to be something in my research notes that can help us. Ruminating. Oh, Yoika! We'll simply have to throw the food. You have quite a throwing arm for. You have quite the arm for throwing things, haven't you, kid? I suggest you take Cleavor's favorite food and throw them at the Pokemon. Elaborate. Yes, it's all coming together. We can use our skills in Pokeball crafting to shape Cleavor's beloved foods into balls. Then throw them to achieve the same calming effect, but from afar. It's a brilliant idea if I do say so myself. As for what to call these yummy projectiles, how about tea time balls? Puts one in the mind of a nice relaxing afternoon tea, does it not? But why would you not simply call them Laventon balls, Professor? Oh my, with that name, it sounds like I'm the one being laughed at off frenzied fund. In any case, we can rely on the Pearl Clan to get the necessary foodstuffs, correct? Then you should go back to the Grand Tree Arena and let the Pearl Clan know about our plan. If you're off to the Grand Tree Arena, let's set out from the Heights camp. Yep. Alright. Alright, so now we got a plan. And I got more bags I can make. At least 2 more, which is fine. Okay. Alright, back in town. Now let's head out and I think evolve the Pokemon real quick now that I think about it. How many Wumpo do I need actually? Three, just three. Okay. And the Cascoon! Yeah, that's right. They evolve. Yeah, that's right. Wumpo evolves randomly. Well, it's technically not random, but it's essentially random. Into either Cascoon or Silcoon. Come on, baby. I need a new Silcoon. Nope. Nope, no Cascoon. Alright. I think they like Cascoon more than Silcoon. My gosh, how am I gonna talk about the cocoon Pokemon when I'm ranking them? My, that Galaxy House is one fine building, even from the outside. The Galaxy team certainly got themselves a grand headquarters. I'll give them that. Hey, one of the most important members of the Diamond Clan, mine. Oh yes, I came because I had some news that I thought you might be interested in. We'll see what's going on, though. Let's head to what they end up calling it, the Heights camp. Ah, finally, here it is. Well, I spoke to Weirdo about what's been going on. I told him that how you've been tinkering, trekking all over the field and seeking a way to quell Cleavor's frenzy. From this, all this from someone who's not even a part of our clan or the Pearl clan. Just some wanderer who fell through the rift into this world. And hearing that, well, you can see how he responds. I try to appreciate it. We just found you worthy. Worthy, you see, which means you'll need a flute like we have. My demonstrating man? This is very important. Listen well. I'm I'm pretty sure there is an actual flute that looks like that. Like it's based on something. But honestly, whenever I look at that flute, I was like, why is it just a white cylinder? That's a Celestia flute that might just play. It's a project tool that can be used to call on weird air so you can ride upon them. It said the Celestia flutes were gifts from the Almighty Sinnoh itself, and are this one yours. Hooray! Not that it's not that grand a jet though, really. Really, I can't play the flute for the life of me. See if you can play the melody. Weirdo, open its heart and learn the sound. Oh. Oh. And we received the mind plate. It, hey, these are a lot of okay, why does Kay look so worried? Like, oh, thanks. Even though, like, she shouldn't. Thanks. Even though the player's like, oh my gosh, I know exactly what that is. But yeah, they're a lot thicker than I thought they would be, but yeah, it makes sense. Now use that celestial flute wisely and gallop across the land with the great weird ear. You've got a frenzied Pokemon to acquire at the Grand Tree Arena, have you not? With Weirdo, you can gallop across the Field in no time. Yes, please. We have attained our first wide Pokemon. Pokemon. And with the push of a button, we can summon Weird here, and we can ride around. Well, you can jump up over obstacles, and just overall get you around much faster and much more efficiently. The only downside is you can't use Pokeballs or attack some Pokemon on them, but overall it's definitely the form you'll be using the most throughout the game, and not just because it's the first one you get. I mean, heck, even with some finagling, you can even like climb mountains with him. I climbed mountain with him, and go off the beaten path. I have kind of like this. Yeah, kind of like this. Yeah, that's cool. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Oh my gosh. This video hasn't been going that well. I'm gonna keep going, but I think I'm gonna keep going. Like the very least, like the very least, we're fighting Clevo today. But I might end the stream a bit quicker than I would really want to. Anyway, yeah, sure. I haven't done that much yet. Oh yeah, I should probably go. I probably should have gone back to. I mean, uh, you know what? Yeah, let's do that real quick because let's do that real quick. It's best to upgrade those stars as soon as you can. Well, as soon as you unlock them, I'm pretty sure your points carry over. I'm not 1000% sure if that's the case. So like the points I got for those Wimples, it still play a part. Yeah, we also got more side quests here that I haven't. Side quests here that I haven't started yet. All right, 2 stars down. And we use feather balls. Use fe 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 feather balls, wing balls, wing balls. The way they work is they're basically the opposite of heavy ball. They're fast. They fly fast and they fly. They fly high and they can fly far. Only third. Best for dealing with Pokemon out in the air. Yeah, which we will see quite a few. Yeah. Crafting side quest. Wait for recipes. Pokeshido. And we need more wood for that. So we can craft a few of those. And that's fun. Doesn't look like anyone else need anything. So. Go to the front gate and go back into the wild. Looks like it's still raining from last time. Okay, so no, it's you. No, I don't know why I thought First Leventon was the one I do talk to check my Pokemon in. Oh wow, Combi. Oh, this Combi's almost evolved. Cool. Combi, bring in Baneri, and Mr. Mime to help with Mr. Mime to help with the level with the boss fight. Do I have what you need? No. Yeah, I want to. Let's see. I need to catch more. Catch 5 of the light species, and just have them use wooden thing. Yeah. Oh, perfect. Don't know how quick that. Whenever you need to see a Pokemon do a move a lot of times, I would recommend just bullying some weaker Pokemon. Pokemon just keep going until you get it. This is not Pokemon we probably need to get the Dex entry for if I want to try and shiny hunted. Alright. Yeah, let's see what happens here. No, we're not gonna survive this. Definitely not. Probably a good option would probably be to face off against other Wimples. Nope, my button. With a status speed, can we jump the river? No. I think. Well, I guess we could get across if we jumped into a beach, but no, not from that angle. No. Nope, you're level 31. Nope, I'm good. Bye, Wimble. I'm sorry. Let's head back straight to the Heights camp. Oh, no. Yeah. And about that, you can still pick up items along with it, which is great. I think about it, there's at least one collectible I don't think I actually did complete on my first playthrough of this game, so we won't be seeing it until we reach the next area. Yeah, I know you have a challenge for me. Balloon Rally. Let's do it. Yeah, this is it is a minigame where you break balloons on top of water. But for whatever reason, they had this for every area except one, which they had to like patch in later. Yeah, which I always found it weird. Yeah, there's still Pokemon here. They can cause problems, but for the most part, if you're doing this, just focus on getting a good time. So I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure. No, I was gonna say a fun fact, but I'm not sure about it, so I'd rather not go ahead and misinformation. And I missed one. And where's baby? So we got 17, so at least complete the side quest. But I do want to get off 30. I think there might have been at least one of these that I didn't do. I'm not sure. So this is definitely one of the mini games where I recommend doing it as you play the game. And not like take a break from the game before trying it. And again, I do that. I've done that sometimes, and I just never go back to the game. Okay, running low on time here, so I gotta be perfect. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and end on. Like, well, that's good. You know what? I'll come back to this later. Alright, later. I'm feeling kind of tired today. I'm feeling kind of tired today, so let's make our way to the boss fight. Also, I don't think there's a way to tell which tree is which. It wait for the Cherubi and which I mean, if it's a Cherubi or not. Not all you know that it's shaking or it's not shaking. All right, let's do it. Hmm. So you say that you Galaxy people came up with a method to try and quell Lord Kevlo, Clevo's frenzy? That's right. What? So you match up Kevlo's favorite food in the bowl so you can offerings at them? Well, that's an unorthodox approach. You Galaxy people, your inventiveness just blows me away. I mean, how can you make an offering to Lord Kevlo from a safe distance? I'll lend you my aid if it means we might provide Clevo's off with his offering. Let's begin at once. Put on land. Don't get ahead of yourself. Whatever the plan is, you need Kevlo's favorite plum beans, and I bought them as promised. That's right. My apologies. My apologies, Irida. So, Irida, I've forgotten all about you. I admit we haven't been able to solve this ourselves, but we have no choice but to turn to the Galaxy team. Even still, I have my doubts about whether we should entrust such a thing to an outsider. These Galaxy team people do not share our customs or our values. So prove to me that you're willing to stand in the presence of a noble Pokemon. You may battle by ordering the Pokemon you have caught in your little Pokeballs. But on my side, I have Pokemon that are close to me, as a sister, as one of my blood. Being in defeat Glaceon with me, I will entrust you with Clevel's fate. Will you battle us? Let's go. Then allow Glaceon's true strength to chill you to your depths. Yeah, the first hint of she's actually from the northern part of Sinnoh. Also, that's not a Quilava. Anyway, Flame Wheel. No, oh, that's kind of funny, but knocked out one hit. Knocked her out in one hit. Anyway, let's start with another Ember. Yeah, I just do not like the way I'm sitting today. Having to like sit upwards. This weird way. Weird way to stream. Feels weird. I see now. Pokeballs are simply your tools of choice, not products of disregard for Pokemon. You don't understand Pokemon is that you don't understand the Pokemon that you've caught and treat them as partners. I feel better putting my trust in you now. I think. Let me see your Pokemon. Let me see your Pokemon's wound. Now explain the Galaxy plan. What do you plan to do with these foods? Forward at them. So because you have to keep your distance, you'll match Kevlar's favorite foods together. Ball them up and try to quell its frenzy by throwing them at him? Interesting. So you're developing soothing bombs of sorts to calm our lord. Very well. So if it helps soothe Kevlar's frenzy, let's make these bombs with our very hands and souls, hearts and souls, and hands. Hey, we got him. There, a vulnerable amount of bombs. This should please cleave all, if anything can. Now then, ready yourself. I will summon the mighty cleaver, Lord of the Woods. Let's do this. With me and my floating max. As am I. Oh, mighty Cleaver, Lord of the Woods. Though this isn't the time of ceremony, we are prepared and offering of your favorite things. Benevolent Lord who works his might between the heavens and the earth, we offer our gratitude. And beseech you, reveal yourself to our eyes. Listen well, Kay. Keep your focus on Cleaver. Dodging will be vital, so try to avoid his moves as you're throwing the bombs. That's one of my favorite parts of the game. Something that I honestly keep forgetting you can actually redo. The first frenzied Pokemon. Lord of the Woods, Cleaver. Our first noble Pokemon. But when the way they work is that you gotta focus and then throw the bombs at them. And you gotta analyze the patterns and then try your best to dodge them. Dodge them. It's pretty much like a Dark Souls boss fight. Boss fight, as a lot of people have referred to it as. And the boss fights can be really tough and challenging. The first one isn't that bad since the first boss, but from what I remember, the third and last noble are pretty hard. Are pretty tough. I mean, yeah, even then, this is still a pretty decent challenge. Once you've lowered it down enough, you can challenge him to a battle. Battle your cleaver, your power. Ow! That was stealth walk, by the way. Okay, yeah, this is what up. But there's agile style to weaken it. And never mind. Not good. So now met the mime. Definitely recommend having multiple Pokemon for this fight. Heal you up. Oh, didn't. Oh, double hits dash move in this game. Also, ow. Okay, let's make you cunt. Okay, let's put you to sleep. Strong dial hypnosis. Okay. Should last longer than normal. And hopefully it will give Palawa the chance to deal another strong hit. Yes. Yes, I do want to go for speed. Especially since now the stealth walk effect shouldn't be placed. Yeah, now I can guaranteed a strong style wallet. Alright. Alright, let's go down. Heading for a lot of bombs at him. And we're gonna need to do this multiple times. Though it is 100% possible to also do the entire fight. It is 100% possible to do the entire fight without sending out a single Pokemon. I do believe. It's only an option. It's completely optional to send out Pokemon, which I find to be really cool and a really fun way to deal with these encounters. That I tried the backflip my way out there. Yeah, whenever it does that one, you want to like try and lead them to a walk or into a tree or into the tree. Yeah, so now here you can pull bombs at them. Yeah, there's 4 segments in a tough ball. Ow! A ball indicating the 4 different phases. And yeah, pretty good fight. Wait, the only way to really heal is to stop moving. So that's a bit of a problem. Okay, good. Gotcha! Oh, okay, good. And finish this. Level has been restored. I have to come Clevo again, dang it. And we got the insect pig from Clevo. What happened? Some kind of light erupted from Clevo's body. Has Lord Clevo's frenzied mind truly been put at ease now? Does this confirm the strange lightning was to blame for Clevo's unnatural power? Maybe. Probably. Definitely. Well, this is what I think after all we've seen. We know the strange lightning came from out of the space time with on the other night. Those bolts must have struck Clevelaw and driven him into its frenzy after all. The lightning came from the space time with? If the Almighty Sinner really does dwell beyond space and time, beyond that space and time drift, then the strange lightning is indeed the Almighty Sinner's power? Then were we in the way for trying to interfere? I happily went along with this plan to create some bombs as if I knew I was doing something like some kind of thoughtless fool. Regis, calm yourself, Leon. Remember that the Lord of the Woods has long been our protector, keeping the Pearl Clan safe from dangerous Pokemon that might harm us. Would power sent by the true Almighty Sinner have driven Clevo to turn on us and attack people and Pokemon indiscriminately? I doubt it. But can't accomplish it now. Now it needed to be done. I'm glad we could settle this without further strife with the Diamond Clan or the Galaxy Team. If you come across other Pokemon in the grip of this painful frenzy, please help them. Yes, fine, I suppose. I must concur. I apologize for being briefly incomposed. I am grateful for what you have done for my lord. Please take these on behalf of the Pokemon. Consider it my apology for having spoken rudely to you earlier, and a token of my thanks. I'm such praise. Let me care for your Pokemon as well. I appreciate you fighting on our behalf. I think that I've finally become. I think I've finally become to believe that you truly did fall out of the sky. Ugh. Though I still cannot imagine the reasons at play. And it seems we have settled things here. Though between you and me, I wouldn't mind seeing Lord Kevlar in such a frenzy again. He was fearfully strong after all. All right, we have done it. We have done it. We have saved Kevlar and saved this section of the sewer region. At this point, the rest of the region is there for exploration and Pokedex completion. There's not much else that we need to do here. Here, that is mandatory for the main story. And yeah, I'm gonna end off here. Yeah, I'm gonna end off here today. Yeah, I'm feeling a little tired and don't got that many views as much as I normally do, but I'm grateful for everyone who's here right now. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next game. Bye bye.